process that we just we don't know what it is until the show's over. Then we'll understand what we're dealing with.
Can you live with the possibility that you will be viewed negatively for a very long time?
You know, Carol.
And I don't mean that in argument. I don't mean. I mean that.
I know you mean it.
You must be aware. I told you all the
question.
nasty emails I received because I had booked you.
Right.
And that had never happened to me in almost 300 interviews.
And then there's a lot of good ones that you mentioned too. So
they don't
in life, there's people
ones.
that will love and hate you. And my big belief in how I was raised, my mom always said, if you hate me, Carol, go ahead, knock it out and hate me. I'm never going to hate you back because then you win. And I'm not going to let you win. So to hate, it consumes your own heart.
Have you met Omarosa?
Yes. Yeah, she's very nice.
We met her.
She's now known as the most successful reality TV star. She's been in more reality shows, and she recently said in an interview, she said, my detractors are my success. When you look at the arc or the path of your celebrity, if it were the path of an Omarosa, would you be happy with that? Could you live with that? If it meant success, if it meant riches, if it meant celebrity indefinitely?
You know, I think Michaele and I are going to do it our way, whatever that's going to be, whether it's just, whether...
Do you know what that is?
We don't know what that is. I mean, it could be, this is it, and we just, focus on the vineyard, the winery. There are some other opportunities that have come to us, have come to Michaele, come to both of us. We're exploring those opportunities.
Do you have the freedom to do a lot of things outside the bounds of your contract with Bravo?
Well, I mean, I can't decide the specifics of the contract, but there are some things we can do.
You can do books, for example,
For example,
right?
books. There are
appearances. You can get paid for appearances.
Right. And there's some other things.
Most of the time, we don't get paid though. Like today, we want to reach out. We want to meet people.
I wouldn't have been able to afford
and we don't. Most of the interviews, all of them we've done, we don't receive funds.
You'd be surprised with a nice glass of red wine.
And we're almost there, Tareq. We're almost there. This is almost over. But what is your appearance fee right now?
No,
we're not into that. We're not into that.
But you've set it.
No, actually we haven't.
Actually we
haven't even talked about it.
Max certainly has dealt with some folks, that things that we have done in other cities here and abroad, but it's nothing that we have set and nothing that we say it's got to be this amount of money. I mean, look, we don't do that. We're doing some great things with some charity and with the PGA coming up, and that's going to be announced soon, and we're excited about that.
Well, tell me what your news is.
Okay, so. You know, the August 5th is the premiere.
The premiere.
So Michaele and I are going to be hosting the world premiere of the Real Housewives of DC here in Washington DC, and we're going to be announcing that theater next Friday. Which theater that's going to be?
Is it going to be in DC?
Yes, it's going to be here. It's going to be here in DC proper.
Is it going to be a quadrant of the city?
It isn't.
Is it Georgetown, Capitol Hill?
Yeah.
Well, you got to give me more information.
It's near.
Correct.
It's near the heart of the city.
It's near the heart of the city. Well, then that means obviously it'll be near the White House.
It will be.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Because you're just drawn back there. You can't stop yourself, can you?
Look,
when you're in DC, this isn't that big.
Who has never passed the White House? Can you raise your hand?
It's
Who has never passed the White House when you've driven in DC?
I'm old enough to remember when Pennsylvania Avenue was open. It's harder now. You actually have to make an effort to get near the White House. But that's fine. You're going to have your premiere party at a venue near the White House. And can anybody come, or is it invitation only?
No. This is going to be anybody can come.
What do they have to pay then?
It's going to start as little as $20.
As little as 20.
Yes.
Okay, but then to be in the same room with you.
Well, no. If they want some, nice wines and some champagne, and they want, VIP seats, then as high as 100. As
high as 100.
Yeah.
When will they start shooting? Well, you start August 5th, and I think there are 9 episodes. There are 9 episodes, I believe, and then there'll be the reunion shows that they'll shoot.
Honestly, you probably know more than we do. We honestly don't have that.
Deep Housewife, what can I say?
We're reading more about the show in the newspapers than
you can
than we have
just call
info.
me when you want to know.
I know.
But there'll be a reunion show, which should be interesting, and then. But I'm sure they've talked to you about the next season because I'm sure that's already implied in your existing contract.
We're just excited for the show and glad that they announced it.
But when you watch, say, the current arc of Real Housewives of New York that just ended, which I call the season of the screaming bitches, excuse me, DC Cable, and it was. And
Which is your favorite, Carol?
Of the shows?
Yeah.
Oh, I really like Atlanta.
Oh, really?
You know, I have a soft spot for Atlanta because, you know, what else is there? If you're going to have a guilty pleasure on TV, don't you want to see people pulling people's hair? But I must say, the New Jersey show, I've reached the point where I actually have to turn away from the screen sometimes. And on that scale of outrageousness, where do you think the Washington show is going to? I mean, screaming bitches or people turning their faces away from the screen?
I think it's going to be the type of show that everybody's...
You're not going to be boring and well-behaved.
No, I think the show's going to be really exciting. And there's 5 dynamic women.
Is there yelling and screaming?
You know, I don't know.
Do things get thrown?
It's going to be exciting.
Are any tables upended?
You gotta watch.
There's a whole lot more to it.
Do all the other housewives try to pull your hair out?
Oh gosh, I hope not. Yeah, there's a lot more to the show. I think it'll keep people watching.
Guess what? Our time's up.
Thank you, Carol, for having us.
Carol, thank you for having us.
You were great. You were great.
Carol.
You came and played, and that's all you really had to do.
No, we had fun. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Carol, for this opportunity.
I've prepared you for what lies ahead. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Next week, Oliver Stone. I hope you all will be here.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carol.